Welcome, your Royal Highnesses. I'm Carol, and you're watching Walt Disney World Adults Only. I love both restaurants, so I thought I'd do a comparison about the two. Part of the issue is location. If you're in Animal Kingdom already, it's pretty easy to get to Tusker House for breakfast, but they don't have the variety that Boma has. And Boma doesn't have the characters that Tusker has, and it's an extra bus trip from Animal Kingdom to Animal Kingdom Lodge. Is it worth it? Well, today, because I'm standing on my balcony at Animal Kingdom Lodge, and we see a few animals out there in the distance, it's easy for me to start at Boma. I don't have to take any bus transportation at all. So I'm going to start at Boma today. A couple days in, we're going to go to Tusker House for breakfast, and I'll give you a comparison of the two restaurants. So we just got seated at breakfast. It's pretty empty this morning, but it's also about 7:45 in the morning. Okay, so Lee, this is your first time at breakfast. What do you think about the buffet?
Oh gosh, so many things to pick from.
What did you end up
Five
picking?
different kinds of eggs and cereal and fruit and sausages and too many sweets.
And
so
what
I
did
have
we have on your plate here?
some plantains, some sausage, some scrambled eggs with spinach, feta, and tomato, and a very, I don't know the name of it, African dish with eggs.
Yeah, I think it's pronounced bobati, but I'm not positive.
It's got turkey and some other stuff in it.
That's my alarm going off, telling me to come here, but we got here a little early, so we're already sitting down.
And one blueberry pancake, just because I have to have one little blueberry pancake.
And you didn't get a Mickey or Simba waffle?
No, I thought, no, not yet.
Okay. Yes, there's always round two. And this avocado mixture, guava, grapefruit papaya is really good. And my plate is very similar. I did get the ham. I've had the ham here before, the carved ham, that's really good. And some grilled asparagus. And when I went to pull one piece of bacon, a couple more came with it, so I guess I'll just have to eat them. For me, this is the best part. The hog juice, jungle juice. It is papaya, guava, and orange juice combination. Only a few places serve it, so cheers. It's also really good as a mimosa. when I'm behaving this
So
morning.
Lee, you finished your first run through at Boma. What did you think?
Well, first I'm going to toast with the very good coffee, because it is very good coffee. It was a lot of choices, but I was disappointed that the scrambled eggs with feta and spinach and tomato were very, very loose, very wet. And the croissant was nice, but it was cold. Croissants are always better when they're warm. So.
Very true. Very true.
But it was still very good, and everything else was good that I had.
So, are you going for a second helping?
I am going for a second helping because I really like the African egg dish. So I'm going to go back and
The Bobani, I think it's called.
Yeah, Carol told me the ham is really good, so I guess I better taste the ham. So.
Very good. All right, go get your food.
And I thought everything was delicious. I agree the eggs were a little bit wet. I don't know, I don't remember them being as wet before, so maybe it's just whoever's cooking them today. Bacon was, I like the bacon the way they serve it because I love it extra crispy and others like it rubbery and but whatever, your own choice, right? So they have both in the serving dish. So if you want the extra crispy, you can find it. If you want the lightly crisp, I guess is the politically correct way to say it, that's there too. The ham is definitely delicious, never skip that. I'm going back for the dessert portion, which includes the bread pudding with the praline sauce, caramel sauce, vanilla sauce, some sort of sauce on it that will raise my sugar levels sky high so I have energy to go to Hollywood Studios today.
So this is the piece de resistance, the bread pudding with the vanilla sauce and the pecan praline sauce as well. One of the servers here a while ago told me that was the secret to making this extra delicious, and I totally agree.
Good morning. Today we're going to Tusker House to do that comparison of breakfast with Boma versus Tusker House. Now, I did complain about the runny eggs at Boma the other day, so I went back a second time to see if that was an anomaly or if that's how they usually serve them. And they were great, so we must have just hit it off or they'd been sitting there a while, although they were warm. So the eggs with the feta and the spinach were delicious. Worth a second trip back to Boma because there are so many choices. Again, I had to finish with the bread pudding with the vanilla bean sauce and the pecan sauce on top. It's a dessert. I could have that as my whole meal and I'm sure my sugar would go through the roof, but highly recommend that at Boma. So we'll see how Tusker House compares to it. So it's a really chilly day here in Animal Kingdom. In the sun it's not bad, but it was 44 degrees when we left Animal Kingdom Lodge. So we're gonna head over. They just said that our table is ready, so we're gonna head over to Tusker House and compare that with Boma. So I lost Lee somewhere. Oh, there she is. All right, so we're heading into Tusker House.
Jumbo, have you been here before?
Hello.
Have you guys been here before?
I have, she has not.
All right, welcome back, welcome. Restroom is down the hallway if you need it, okay?
Okay, thank you. This is a good one. So we're in the smaller room today. Thank you.
Specialty cocktails.
So they start out with some multigrain croissants.
Half and half? Oh,
Yes.
thank you.
And this bread that is just so cool to look at. It's probably a pumpernickel and white and jungle print. And some corn muffins that have a little jalapeno in them. And then there's butter, Nutella, and a jam. There's some fruit with a honey yogurt as well. So they start out, and again, this is family style, so you're not going to get all the choice that you would get at Boma. But it does start with the jungle juice, the orange guava, and papaya. So that's the same at both places. And look who's here. It's Donald. Donald is here in his cute little safari outfit. Thank you, Donald. Did you get it?
I'm not sure. I tried.
So Lee, you've tried the croissant and the fruit. What do you think?
Croissant is a little different. It's all seeded and it's multi-grain, so it's got a little crunch to it. It was just a little warm. It's good. But the coffee is very good. I needed the coffee.
What about the fruit?
It's good. It's fine. It's a nice little yogurt. A little sweet, not too tart.
And I tried the fancy bread. It was lightly toasted. It really is just bread, I think, with different colorings added to it. It wasn't like a pumpernickel in one section and a rye in another section. The fruit was good. Cantaloupe, you know, there's that fine line between overripe and not ripe enough. So it was a little on the underripe side, but unripe enough that you got the flavor of the cantaloupe, which was really good. The strawberry was good. The pineapple was excellent. So fruit is always tough, you know, because they cut it when they cut it. But I think, I think we're going to have some more characters coming. Now they're coming in and dancing. There's Donald family style. We have our Simba and Mickey waffles, some potatoes, sausage patties, scrambled eggs, bacon, and then the chicken curry with some sliced eggs. So much less choice than Boma. This is your traditional family style, and you can get as much of this as you want. You can ask for more of a particular thing if you want. So you're not going to go hungry. It's just that there's less choice than those multi-stations at Boma. There's not a carving station here. Now, this eventually will return to a buffet. Again, they don't have quite as many selections as they do at Boma. But they do have characters, and Boma does not have characters. Hold on. I'm bad at selfies, Goofy. Thank you, Goofy. I'm just bad at selfies. Good view of Mickey.
Thank you. You look nice today. And here's Mickey here.
But I tried.
I'm getting better at selfies. Thank you, Mickey.
Making a shirt.
So Lee, what did you think of the meal?
It was very good. Plenty of it. More than enough for 2 people, that's for sure. I'm on my second croissant because I really did like the croissants. As Fran would say, maybe bread is bread instead of rice is rice. The bread was just okay. So very good though. Very
What did
nice
you
service.
think of the chicken curry?
Oh, and the chicken curry was very good. Not something I would normally eat for breakfast, but very flavorful, very tasty. Not too much curry. It was very good. Very tasty.
And I agree, the chicken curry, the jasmine rice with the cilantro, you can see whole pieces of cilantro. I'm a cilantro fan, wasn't overpowering. If you're not a cilantro fan, if it tastes like soap to you, the pieces are big enough that you could pick them out. Very, very nice combination of the chicken curry. You got the hint of the curry. It wasn't like an overpowering curry. My complaint would be that the bacon was not cooked well enough, but again, at Boma, you had a choice. So I could pick out the crispier bacon. I could have asked the server to look for crispy bacon. That's my bad. The potatoes were fabulous. I don't know what it is about potatoes in Disney World, but I have not had a bad potato in Disney World. Everything else was good. The eggs were fine, scrambled eggs. Lee thought they were not quite well done enough for her, but they were fine for me. I preferred the patty sausage here to the link sausage at Boma. Lee preferred the link sausage at Boma. So really it boils down to location and what you're after. Both places you're going to go home with a full stomach, so that's not an issue. The amount of food is plenty in both restaurants. It was really loud inside, so I don't know if you heard me very well. For the comparison about the two, you're definitely going to get enough food in both places. There's no question about that. We didn't even ask for a refill on anything here at Tusker. The first serving was big enough for 2 of us. Quality of the food is good, both places. More choice at Boma, characters at Tusker House. It's also a matter of location. If you're staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge, Boma is a no-brainer. You're there, it's right downstairs, great meals. We actually on this trip are eating at Boma twice for breakfast and twice for dinner. It's just so much easier. Now, if you're not staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge, you'd have to either Lyft, Uber, come to Animal Kingdom, and then hop the bus to Animal Kingdom Lodge. It is a short 10-minute, I timed it, 10-minute ride between Animal Kingdom and Animal Kingdom Lodge. But if you're going for an early morning breakfast, it's sort of a pain in the butt to do all that moving around bus by bus. Now, if characters are your thing, Tusker House all the way. And if you want to see Mickey in that cute little safari hat, this is the only place to do it. So if you're counting on me to choose one or the other, not happening. I like them both for different reasons. If I can fit both in a trip, I will. If I had to choose one, if I'm staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge, I would choose Boma. If I'm not staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge, I guess I would still choose Boma just because of the selection. Definitely Boma for dinner, no question, just because I love the soups and salads. But breakfast, I guess, is a toss-up. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Really appreciate it. And let me know in the comments if you prefer one, the other, have to do both. I'd really like to know. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so. We have tons of videos on all adult Disney topics.
Hit the notification so you know when new videos come out so you don't miss any of them. And if you're not a member of our Adults Only Facebook group, please join us there for adult-centered discussions about Disney. There's no Disney shaming going as an adult in our Facebook group. And as always, never grow up.